And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
This is Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. That is caught by Cohen. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Brissett sets to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
Play is a turnover on downs.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a play fake. Wentz. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Brissett. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers. Now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Number 1.
From 21 yards away, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action, Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Brissett. And he completes it to Cohen. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First down, Bears.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Number 8, Davion Taylor on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Brissett. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That's caught by Howard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Brissett again. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the Eagles' 9-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. This will be caught at about the 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll throw again. Brissett, 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Badgley's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Bears 10.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, can you help dig this hole? See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
6-yard line.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Dallas Goedert. Incomplete. Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wentz to throw again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A final shot before half for Wentz. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Mike Badgley set to kick off.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
On the keeper.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check 26, check 26. Sunday.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 33-yard line.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll go again with Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
And 1.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's Brissett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? They'll drop this one down to Cohen, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to...
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off around the 37.
By the Bears.
Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
And he finds Howard complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Bears.
Brissett to throw on first. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Brought down back at the 27.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brissett, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Wentz going to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz. And this is caught by Watkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Set the tone, defense, let's go. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Get in the right room. Get in the right room.
Wentz to throw. Dancing to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Wentz.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. To throw is Wentz. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Brissett looks to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
1st down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Brissett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. One final try now for Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Today's final score, Bears 13.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Chicago, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.